Welcome back to Always Dolls. Today we have a tutorial on how to make doll jelly. The supplies you will need are mostly found in your craft room, but we also need some Sally's multi-purpose sealant in white that I got at Woolies. I was inspired by looking at the top of a plastic sundae lid from MacDonald's. I thought the curved edges represented a traditional jelly mould. So, using bottleneck scissors that I bought from Daiso, I cut off the rim to trim it down to shape. These scissors are designed to get around curved areas like a plastic drinking bottle, so it easily cut out the shape. They also have a notched blade so that when you finish cutting, the final exposed edge is not sharp. Here, I'm slowly and carefully trimming around This is what the mould will look like when it's finished. Turn it upside down, and now we get to the fun part of painting. I use Mod Podge, red acrylic paint, and purple poster paint. I fill up the inside of the mould when I paint. That way when it dries, it won't be scratched off. Using a ratio of 3 parts Mod Podge, 2 parts red acrylic, and 1 part purple poster paint, I just mix it inside the lid and paint up the edges. You don't have to be too neat, but it is important to get a good coverage on that inside surface. I paid specific attention to the edges, then let it dry. This took about an hour and a half. Then I repainted it. Once it was dry, I traced out the shape of the base and then cut it from plastic packaging. Then I put that plastic on some alfoil or scratch paper and using the same mixture, painted the base. This took 2 coats. Here is what your jelly will look like when it's dry. But as you can see, I need to do something to cover up the MacDonald's emblem. So, taking the Sally's sealant, a star piping tip, I made a whipped cream circle. First I put down some more plastic packaging, traced a circle the size I wanted, and then just squeezed it out to make a dollop of cream. Here I did a few more, and with the remaining Sally's sealant, I made some smaller dollops of cream. To decorate, I added berries using Play-Doh. If you'd like to see how I made them, let me know in the comment box below, and I'll dedicate a video to it. Now, before your sealant dries, you need to put the berries into it. Decorate them however you like. Here I've stacked 3 strawberries, and then I put 2 raspberries on either side. I press it down firmly into this wet sealant so that when it dries, the berries are locked in. Here it is the next day, dried. And I'm taking a box cutter, the dull side, not the sharp, and gently flicking under the corners, the edges. Once I've gone around the whole circumference, I will easily be able to lift it off the plastic. As you can see, the base is still wet, but that's what we want. That way, when we place it on top, it will dry to the surface. Again, give it a good push so that the wet sealant makes contact with the plastic surface. And your craft is done. It's a delicious jelly.